Sudha. Now we are going to learn the second chapter in biology. So what is the name of the second chapter? Plant tissues. So in previous chapter, what is the first chapter? Cell, its structure and function. So in that chapter we already learned about the function of the cell. What is the main function? Different organelles, they have to perform different functions. Understood, children? So here in the second chapter, plant tissues. Tissues in the sense a group of cells are grouped together to form a tissue. So I will draw the flowchart. Cell is the structural and functional unit of a living body. Then it contains different types of cell organelles. These cell organelles, they have to perform different functions. In plant cell, you have to see plastids. 3 different types of plastids are there. What are those? Chromoplast, chloroplast, and then leucoplast. Understood, children? So, chromoplast in the sense coloring pigments. Potatoes, and then beetroot, carrots, tomatoes. Why they are in different color? Due to the presence of a plastic chromoplast. And why the leaves are green in color? That is due to the presence of a green color plastic, that is chloroplast. And the pigment is chlorophyll. This pigment chlorophyll is present inside the chloroplast. Understood, children? Now leucoplast, a colorless plastic. Due to the colorless, we already know that radish is in white in color. So colorless plastics. And then next, chloroplast plays a major role for photosynthesis process. It participates in photosynthesis process. And then mitochondria will provide energy. Understood, children? And it has a special boundary layer, extra boundary membrane. That extra boundary membrane we call as cell wall, but that is absent in animal cell. Am I right? And it is made up of cellulose. Understood, children? Now, cell is a structural and functional unit. We already know that. What we know, why we call cell is a structural and functional unit. It is made up of, a body is made up of cells. So that only we can call as structural unit, and all the functions are done by different organelles which are present in a cell. So that only we can call that cell is a structural and functional unit of a living body. So here all this, when the cell can divide into 2 cells, then these 2 cells can divide into 4. Like that, one cell can divide into group of cells. All these are grouped together to form a tissue. What is that? Tissue. So here also we have to see the group of cells only, and all these group of cells are together to form organs. What are the organs in plants? Leaves, stems, roots. All these are the parts of a plant. Am I right? And then all these organs are grouped together to form an organ system or a body, that is the whole body. Plant. Organ system. So here also, in plant tissues also, 4 different types of plant tissues are there. They have to perform different functions in plant. Understood, children? So now let's go and see. Here different functions of the plants are there. Which part of the plant help and which part of the plant it can absorb the nutrients from the soil. That is the main function of these roots. So here we already know the two different types of roots are there. What are those? Taproot system and then fibrous root system. How can we clarify them? Based on here monocot plants and dicot plants are there. Monocot plant in the sense a plant, a seed which have only one cotyledon or one seed leaf. Seedlings there now. Seedlings in the sense baby plants. Which baby plant has a single seed leaf or cotyledon? Those plants are called as monocot plants. The best example for monocot plants are grass, wheat, rice, corn, maize. These are the best example for sorghum. All these are the best example for these monocot plants. And they have what type of root system is there? That is fibrous root system. Fibrous root system in the sense the roots just like bunches like this. So with the help of these roots, they can absorb water and minerals from the soil. Understood, children? And the one more type of root system, that is taproot system. What is the one more type of root system? Taproot system. So here what we have to see, a main root is there, mother root. To that mother root, you have to see rootlets. These rootlets will grow and they have to collect the water and minerals from the soil. They only can send water and minerals to the next part of the plant, that is the stem part of the plant. And from stem to the different parts, they can water and nutrients can go with the help of different types of roots system. Tissues are there. With the help of these tissues, minerals and water can supply to the tip of the plant. That is about the roots. And the next one is, what is the next function? Exchange of gases. Exchange of gases in the sense, gases in the sense air. Air is a combination of gases now. Nitrogen, then oxygen, carbon dioxide. All the gases are present in the air only. So here, which part of the plant can participate in this function? That is leaves. Leaves. But in some plants, roots also. Aerial roots. Aerial roots in the sense, with the help of roots. In mangrove plants, the roots only help to participate in respiration process. Exchange of gases in the sense, respiration only now. Exchange. Carbon dioxide can absorbed by the plants and oxygen can released during daytime. That is exchange of gases. The leaves have small pores at the lower portion of the leaves. At the lower portion you have to see small pores. These small pores we call as stomata. Understood, children? With the help of these stomata, exchange of gases will take place. What are the gases mainly in plants? That is carbon dioxide and oxygen. That is the main function of leaves. And one more function, that is photosynthesis. Photosynthesis also a process done by plants. What that is glucose. So conversion of light energy into chemical energy by leaves. Understood, children? And the next one is transpiration. Transpiration in the sense excess amount of water can send throughout the leaves. What is meant by transpiration? Excess amount of water can send throughout the leaves is called transpiration. So how can you observe? How to select a leaf from any plant and then take a polythene cover and you have to close the leaf. You have to insert the leaf and tie with that cover. And tomorrow morning you have to observe the cover. Then what you have to observe? Water droplets are formed inside the cover. So that process we call as transpiration. Excess amount of water can send throughout the leaves. That is called transpiration. This process also is done in which part of the plant? Leaves. Understood, children? And the last function is reproduction. Reproduction is also a character of these plants. So what is the process is going on here? Reproduction in the sense the process of production of young ones resembling to their parents is called reproduction. Production of young ones similar to their parents. They are looking like their parents is called reproduction. So here one big plant will produce, big tree will produce flowers. Then these flowers can turn into fruits. So here two different processes are going on there. What are those? One is pollination and the second one is fertilization. So what is meant by pollination? Pollination in the sense transfer of pollen grains from anther to stigma. So this chapter we already studied in 7th class. Understood, children? Pollination in the sense transfer of pollen grain from anther to stigma is called pollination. After pollination, fertilization process will take place. Fertilization in the sense fusion of male and female gametes to form a zygote. That is called fertilization. After completion of pollination and fertilization, the flower will turn just like a fruit. Understood, children? And the zygote can divide into different number of seeds. Understood, children? And it become just like a fruit. So a fruit contains seeds. These seeds when you have to bury under the soil, you have to supply water and then nutrients to the soil. Then what happened? The seed can germinate and it produces a new plant. Understood, children? So that is the process is takes place in reproduction process. So what are the parts of the plant are helpful for this function of this reproduction? That is flowers. These flowers will turn into a fruit and the fruit contains seeds. These seeds they can produce new plants. Understood, children? All these are the parts of plant and they have to participate in different functions. How they can participate? How? Based on their different factors. Understood, children? Here, in case of absorption, room temperature plays a major role for At the edge of this leaf, you have to see a thin membrane-like structure. That one you have to collect from the leaf and then put on the slide. After that, add a drop of water on it. So take a betel leaf in the sense Tamalapaku. It's very smooth in nature. So you have to select betel leaf. And then you have to tear with a single stroke. When you have to tear the single stroke, then you can clearly observe a thin layer at the corner side of the leaf. That one you have to put on a slide and then add a drop of water on it. Understood, children? And put the cover slip and then observe under the microscope. Then what type of structures you have to observe? Here, that is the structure of the leaf part now. Here you have to see a granular structures. These granular structures we call as chloroplast. Plastic is present in the leaves. Now what is the name of the plastic? That is chloroplast. Understood, children? Like that. You have to observe under the microscope. This is the structure of betel leaf. Then you have to observe under the microscope. A granular-like structure you have to see under the microscope. The granular-like structure we call as chloroplast. So, due to the presence of this chloroplast, they have the ability to participate in photosynthesis process. And the next one is stem part already completed. That is onion peel cell. And the next one is betel leaf. Now let's go and see the cells. How the cells are arranged in a root. Understood, children? How the cells are present in the stem I already explained with the help of onion peel cell. Next, how the cells are arranged in leaf. That is by using betel leaf. Understood, children? The granular-like structures you have to see inside the cell. Those granular-like structures we call as chloroplast. Now let's go and see about the how the cells are arranged in a root. Understood? Here you have to take a bulb. What is that? Onion bulb. Take a glass of water and half of the glass is filled with water. Or 3/4% you have to fill with water. Then you have to put an onion upon this glass. Here you can see at the anterior end a bulb-like structure is there and small root-like structures are there. When these root-like structures are touch this water, what happened? They are start growing. These roots can start growing. Understood, children? After a week, you can observe. This is the structure of the onion now. Then a bunch of roots will be grown in this water glass. Understood? A white color, very smooth in nature, and the roots are also very smooth in nature. Then you have to remove the onion from this glass.